Hi, Lumineers! We're back on Facebook. Yay!
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah. Hey, everyone.
I'm Jamie. This is Colleen. And ta-da! Thank you, Lumineers, Luma Cats, Luma Dudes, Luma Geeks, Luma Dogs, Luma Birds, Luma Horses, Luma Turtles.
Luma Pigs.
Luma Pigs.
Luma Chickens.
And Luma Chickens. Oh my God.
We miss anything,
so
Jesse?
many. Luma Babies. Oh my gosh.
I love it. We're going to have to take a picture closer up, too, so you can see all the backdrop.
All the images you guys sent in last year that we have put together, and Maitland now has her Luma backdrop. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Tom.
Has Maitland seen it
Good
yet?
morning. No.
Okay.
No, Maitland has seen it, not through me, but
Yeah.
I know she knows, she's aware of it.
That it's here.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi from Florida. Oh, Madeline. You'd love this, Madeline. You and your puppy dogs.
Jesse got a hi.
Hello.
He's right behind us, or in front of us, rather, behind the camera.
Well, guys, while you are gathering up together, we're going to talk a little bit about some housekeeping notes, and then we're going to let Maitland come in and channel messages to you about animals and pets, especially their energetic body, chakras. And then I'm thinking she'll take questions.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear us
Yeah.
okay?
Sound good?
Yeah, Australia. I was dreaming about being there. Anyways, housekeeping notes. Guys, if you want to know what we're up to, please sign up for the Jamie Butler Medium newsletter. It just goes out once a month, and we have on there where we're headed, what our classes, our workshops are. We put up discounts and special links so that you are in the know, and it is super easy, and Colleen does an amazing job with it. You do. I really appreciate it. It meets all my needs of organization.
That's good.
You're like,
That's good.
And it's pretty. So next year, 2019, we have our Reiki series coming up, Reiki 1, 2, and Mastership. We also have our mediumship classes coming up, online basic mediumship and online intermediate mediumship, as well as advanced mediumship in Atlanta, Georgia at our center. And it's at our new Center for Love and Light, which our Luma Summit was at.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the Luma Summit.
Luma Summit was fantastic.
Great.
Yeah.
I was glued the entire time to every lecture.
Thank you,
every
Mary.
class. Yes. Thank you, Mary. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mary Anderson.
And next week, one week, well, tomorrow we have the channeling at the center. And last time I checked, there's 3 tickets left.
Is that
So
it?
if you're in Atlanta and you want to come tomorrow night, get your ticket. And
it's
then,
Grace and wine.
yes.
So like you bring your
Grace and
wine, your cheese and crackers, and you just talk to Grace all night.
Yes. It should be fantastic. Yes, Jesse.
Oh,
Jesse will be.
Jesse wants to say something, I can tell.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to the network. Keep
Yes.
us going.
Please like and subscribe. We have YouTube where you can watch some of our full-length episodes. We also have our podcast up and running on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. Or we're on iTunes, TuneIn.
And how many episodes
Spotify.
of the Lighter Side show do we have right now? Over 100?
The Letter Set Show, we're in season 5. So,
Yeah. So
absolutely
we're in
over
season
100.
5. So if you are a new subscriber to the network, you have so many videos to watch. I mean, on the network, there's over 400, and then just of the Lighter Side show, over 100. So that is amazing. You can just binge watch.
LighterSideNetwork.com.
LighterSideNetwork.com.
TheLighterSideNetwork.com.
Jesse
I will
on
post a
us.
link. I always post the links afterwards. So TheLighterSideNetwork.com.
And if you like, guys, share with a friend or family. You can
Absolutely.
tell how important this is for us. We really want to stay here and grow this thing, but we can't do it without you. I love subscribing. Yay, Lisa.
Thank you.
All right, you guys can chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to take off. Take off my glasses.
Jesse.
I don't need that.
All right, we are on set for a Facebook Live episode of The Lighter Side Show. It is the 8th of November. This is the 3rd episode of the day. We will be talking about the energetic bodies of pets and animals. Take one.
Bam!
I like it.
Josie, are you here yet? That's you? That's your
I can
head?
see Josie floating above my head.
The
right
Colleen
now.
has a double head.
Yeah. And Shannon, you're on there too. I saw you on here.
Where's she?
Anna Marie, you're on there.
Is she where we were?
Yeah. She is. I just saw her.
It's so
earlier.
big. It's so overwhelming.
Every
We're
time I
standing
look
there
at it, I
watching
see something new. I know she's on there. I saw her. Yeah.
It's so cute. Oh my
I
god.
love it.
All right, keep chatting.
Okay. Bye, Jamie.
Bye. But keep chatting. It's like background noise. Kind of nice. Hey, Maitland.
How are you?
I'm very happy. Hi, Lumineers.
So we're talking about what's behind you.
Can I go see it?
yeah.
Can I take them?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Jesse's like, maybe not. Are we going to be able to get...
We can do it. Whatever.
Okay. Maitland's going to take you over there.
Is that okay for everybody?
We're gonna attempt this.
Maitland, why don't I hand you the phone?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is our Luma banner. We'll go up high.
Not me, my button.
My favorite. Do you see the pig? Do you see a pig? Look at the cats holding each other. And the babies. And the chicken. That's Sarah. There's Rob Holmes. And there is a dog in a Rasta hat. Look at it, it has dreads.
You want me to move?
Look at the turtle. I'm crying. I'm so happy. I want this all over my room. Wouldn't that be great? Look at the cat in the sink. That's Aloha. Look at the cat. It's a baby. Look at it. Aww. I wish we had sound so we could hear everybody talking. That is the most beautiful thing in the whole world. Thank you for sending your pictures in so that we could do something like that. Now I have a background. My name's not on it, but that's okay. Do I give it back to you?
You got it, Jesse. It's probably best to be put on from the back.
My eyes are watering.
It's so cute. It really is.
Oh. I wanted to talk today about the animal energies because there's a lot of conversation about energetic patterns around people. And when we can sense or see those energetic patterns around people, we can tell about what's happening to them, what they're going through, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, or we can even identify if they have some kind of disease or illness in their physical body. We can even see it and sense it before it gets into their physical body. Well, we could do all those same things with animals, whether it's an insect like a worm, a non-domesticated animal, or a domesticated animal like your cat, dog, turtles, things of that nature, horses, chickens, pigs. We could see and sense their energy, and we can help them correct their energetic patterns so that they don't have to have illness or disease. And the first thing to do let's talk domesticated animals first, because that's mostly what we have on our board. We also have birds up there. So when we're looking at our domesticated friends, which is animals that we live in a, is it cohabitate?
Mm-hmm.
We cohabitate with them. that they are doing more communication with us energetically than they are verbally because we don't speak the same language. That's just like when you go to a foreign country and you don't know their language, you use a lot of sign language and you use body posturing and facial expression to get your message across. Well, animals will choose to do that energetically with you because you don't bark or meow or chirp in a way that they can understand you. And what they do to help show compassion and love is they align with you energetically and they can take on your energetic patterns. So if your animal is showing any signs of discomfort or anything that you think is different from their personality, the first person, I said this before, that I would point at would be the parent of the animal. I don't like to say owner, even though you might have used money, which is energy, to purchase the animal, to bring them into your home. It doesn't make you an owner. It's you're choosing to adopt. So it's like a parent. And I would point the finger at you first and look at your energetic patterning and make sure it is aligned to health. And then I would go and work on the animal. I say that because that is the language that they are using to speak with you. And we're just not aware of it as people. And I remember when I was alive, we had a park. It was several blocks away, but we would go there not often. But when we did, I would like to feed all the birds. And when I fed the birds, I would try to talk with them. And I found that, of course, they weren't listening. But if I sat down and I would pretend that I was a bird and I didn't move, then they would come and eat out of my hand and they would be more comfortable around me. So I'm not saying I'm an expert, but it's like we don't take the time to figure out what makes a comfortable environment for the animal. We immediately have I'm top dog and my environment is number one and you adapt to it. So they're making a lot of energetic sacrifices. So I think it's really important that we learn how to look at the energy, the chakra system, and patterning around the animals. So not only do we have better communication, but we can find easier environments within the human world to fit the domesticated animal. Jamie was looking at it's a kitty tree, but it has fake plants on it, so it looks like a tree, but it's a cat
Indoor?
tree. Yeah. It was very funny. I told her to get it, but she didn't get it. She probably thinks she can make it.
Oh, I'm sure.
She doesn't need to make anything else. Do you see all the bruises on her leg? The body hurts everywhere.
She has some kitty scratches right here.
That's Aloha. She was tickling the belly really hard. That's a no-go.
Can you talk a little bit more about, backing up a little bit, you were saying that if we want to check in with our animals' chakras, we need to check our own first. Yeah. Can you talk a little bit more how our animals, one, can actually mimic us, right? Like take on our energy and take on our physical and emotional distress or disease. And also when, I guess what I was thinking about when you were talking about that was like, you know, in the airplane, they say put on your oxygen mask before you help others. And I think a lot of times people don't go to themselves first when they're thinking about the health of their animals.
They don't.
So let's talk about that.
They don't. And I would first.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you want to communicate telepathically or just be connected to your animal, I would go to your energy first and at least get aligned with energy. Because when you go to tune in or cleanse your chakras, you're changing your internal focus and your perspective, and you're becoming more aligned to a higher vibration, a subtle light energy. And you're not really aligned to going, this is a leg, and that's a chair, and that's white, and this is purple. You're like, oh, I'm looking at the energy. I'm feeling the subtleness of it. And then that gets you in that state of being or existence where then you can tune into your pet, your companion, much easier than if you were just to stay in your third world dimension and say, hey, cat, let's talk. Let's see what's wrong with you today. So if you look at yours and you can see where you're imbalanced, let's say if, let's get an example. Can we get an example from someone?
Yeah.
Who is having something that they want to help resolved with their pet companion?
That might mimic what they're going through as well? Is that what? Okay. So if there's someone out there who has something and then you feel like your pet is mimicking that, is that what you're asking for?
Well, it could just be something that an animal is doing.
Okay.
Because you might not realize that it's mimicking something with you. Because a lot of times your pet companion can take on cancer to a point where you're not going to go through the cancer.
Okay, I have a question about a beagle named Abby. And this question comes from Lisa. She says, Maitland, can you please tell me how my beagle, Abby, is feeling and how I can help her? She wants to know if her hips hurt.
There is discomfort, but it's not a sharp pain. It's almost like a joint inflammation and soreness, but it's not pain. So when we're looking at what the physical body is going through with the animal, so I would look at you first and tune into what your hips are. And hips are near the low back. Low back stores emotions that you don't want to handle. And hips are stabilizers. Stabilizers. Hips are stabilizers that ground you into this life, and they help you move the knee, which is change. And so if the hips are sore, you're reluctant to have change, and you're reluctant to share the emotions that you think you might be judged for. So I would look in your life, what is happening around that, and be able to express some of those things. And as you're doing that work, then I would look at your baby beagle's hips, and a glucosamine would be very good for your beagle, and also Reiki. Reiki would be wonderful. It would be just delicious.
And more vets seem to be doing energy healing.
Yeah, and they do acupuncture and pressure and magnets. They're doing magnets with kinesiology tape. They put it in and they wrap it.
Like, so the tape on the fur?
Yeah, kinesiology tape isn't like normal tape.
Okay.
It's not sticky.
Got it.
It just adheres to itself. So if you wrap it around once, it adheres to itself, but not to the fur. And they put the magnets in there, and they pull. I like the use of copper and magnets. It really helps with inflammation. But I would reside with, in general, helping your pets. I would go with Bach Remedy essence and flower essence, and I would go with turmeric for the inflammation.
Okay.
So that's an example of looking at what your pet companion is going through, and how you co-create the dysfunction with the animal. Because when they're living in packs, when they're not with people, they're doing it with each other. It's their natural state of being and community. But now they're with you, with the human pack. And now they're going to do that with the humans. They'll mostly align with the person that they're loyal to at that time. And I say at that time because it's not like from day one till the end of days. Sometimes it's with the mom, sometimes it's with the second mommy, and sometimes it's with the baby. And, it changes because our needs change in relationships, and we tend to focus on certain personalities when they need it more. Oh, so when you're with your pet and you want to connect to them energetically, I have 2 points. Okay. When you're with them and you want to connect energetically, connect to yours first. Look at your energy, your chakras. You could do that through visualization, through a guided meditation, through a meditation of your own. You could do it through personal Reiki treatments. But then when you go into your animals, I like doing the scan. Because, on the palms of your hand, you have secondary chakras that are very sensitive. And we learned the other day with Dr. Alice Wellens
Mm-hmm.
that there's a lot.
What was it? Do you remember, Jesse?
1,500
1,500 per square inch.
1,500 nerve endings.
Nerve endings.
In your hand. So
In the hand.
1,500 nerve endings per square inch in your hand.
And it's not like that anywhere else in the
That's
body.
wild.
And then you've got that chakra right in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fairly big. And it likes to give and receive. So these are like on and off. That'd be cool if they would shine.
Flashlights.
They're flashlights. That's what Luca calls them, flashlights. He used to. So you use that to scan over your animal's body. And when you scan, we're going to pretend this is a cat. Meow. And you're not going to touch your cat. You're not going to pet it with the fur. But you'll come about an inch above. Mostly the cat will be like, hey, 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 hey. But you go about an inch above and you slowly move. And what you're going to feel are hot spots and cool spots. You'll feel tingling and abundance where it'll like push you off of it. And then some of it, it's like tingly and it feels deflated. So when you practice this and you go just an inch above, you're going to feel the chakras. All the chakras are down the spine, even on snakes, because that's all they have. And then when you come across a spot where it's very abundant, then that can show you some inflammation. And when you come across a spot that feels very low, that is a lack of energy. And we're doing a series on the Lighter Side Show about chakras, only talking about abundant energy, too much energy, not enough energy, and just the perfect amount in all the chakras.
And all those episodes can be applied to your pets.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
Or your animal companions.
They can. So scanning the energy first on your pet, or second, after you tap into yourself, then you scan the energy, is I think the easiest route to go when you're learning how to build a relationship energetically. And then another technique that I would do is I guess you can call it posturing, where with humans, we're animals too. With humans, you will mimic somebody's posture if you like them or approve of them, and you do it without knowing it. It's really funny. So in the animal kingdom, it's similar like that all across. So if they make a certain posture, you try to mimic it. So even with your bird or your turtles, you look at their speed, how they're moving, what shape they're taking, their posture, and you see if you can mimic it to some degree. Because this then communicates in a completely different way. I hear Dr. Kate laughing. It's funny.
It is funny.
Can you hear her
She's a very
laughing?
contagious laugh.
So the posturing is where I would go next, because you've already attuned energetically, and if they can see that you're mirroring what they're doing, then you're going to start feeling their emotional need, like whether it's for play, for sleep, for food, for like you'll start getting these urges and these sensations. And so once you practice this for a little bit, then let's say if you're in the kitchen and you look out and your dog is sleeping like this, and then you kind of mimic it, you can get a sense. I'm not kidding. You'll get a sense of like what's needed. It's like a little telephone.
Okay.
Body posture, once you've connected to energy, takes you on a deeper connection language-wise with your animal.
I heard, I can't remember who told me this, but if you sit, and this is with humans, because probably most animals aren't going to let you sit back to back with them, but if two humans sit back to back, you can literally feel what's going on in the chakras of the other person that you're sitting back to back with, which is amazing. So, I mean, that is a kind of mirroring,
I mean,
right?
yes, the only other way you could do it is if you laid on top of each other,
Yeah.
and that's kind of uncomfortable
But
face
that
to
it was
face.
back to back. It's
Yeah.
not.
Back to back.
Okay.
Because all the chakras line up when you go back to back.
Mm-hmm. So you can maybe do that with the big dog.
You could probably lay on your horse. That's still weird.
Yeah.
You don't want to lay on your frog.
Do you want to take some questions?
Yes.
We had somebody, I just saw a question pop up. What do you think about CBD and for babies?
For fur babies,
Mm-hmm.
I approve of it. I like CBD, cannabinoids. That's what it's called, cannabinoids, and how they help with disease and inflammation and the better quality of life. There's more research now about certain breeds and what they can digest, and what dosages are good for them with body weight. So you can find that online now. But if you are a parent to a pet companion, I would consider this part of their preventative healthcare program, and I would research it.
Mm-hmm. And there, I mean, I think that there's a lot more practitioners, vets, holistic providers that are more and more knowledgeable about the CBD with pets as well, and people. You know, just I think just like for people, it's not for everybody, but those that it is for, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Ding.
Ding ding! No bell today.
Aw.
Sorry. I think we're okay.
But I have my
it.
banner.
Yes.
Next question.
Okay. So this question is from Leah. My mom passed away recently and I adopted her little dog, Thor. Is he in a good place now and did he suffer watching my mom? He was her constant companion.
He did not suffer watching her, but he did feel helpless. And he says he doesn't feel that way now because he sees your mom all the time and they've already made amends. And he feels much younger now because you let him do a lot more things than what your mom did. So he's very happy. He gets into a lot more trouble. He's a problem solver, Thor. So anytime you want to set up anything to where he has to figure it out to get a treat, he'd like that. He's cute. Next.
I like that.
Ding.
Okay, this question is from Lisa. Is my Siamese with Bill, my husband of 30 years? I really need to know.
I like that song. We are Siamese.
Okay.
Please.
Why did I ask which song? Because
The answer is a big fat yes. And to follow that, I hear inseparable. You can't take them apart.
That's so sweet.
Where there is one, there is the other. Every moment of existence. So there's some really deep soulmate love there too.
That's precious.
That was your baby. The cat.
And that's what Tom corrected me, that his animals are his kids. So I get it. Because I feel like my animals are my kids too. I think sometimes when I say pets, I'm just like, it's so indoctrinated into me and who I am that I like say pets and animal companions and like all the above.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question from Lori. My teenage son has passed away suddenly. Can you tell me how this has affected my tiny chihuahua, Chrissy? Does she know that he is gone? Is she upset? She sees me cry often.
She's lost. Says it again and again and again. Lost. Because she doesn't know how to help. And she doesn't know where everybody is. She knows he's gone, but she doesn't know where. Because she can't see him. Because there's so much grief that you have to process first. Which doesn't mean to hurry up or anything like that. You're in the most perfect place where you are. The one thing that your baby chihuahua would like is purpose. So when you cry, don't go alone and don't shut yourself off somewhere to do it, whether it's embarrassment or you feel like you've exhausted everybody because you're just crying again. It's not true. So if you're happy or you're sad, will you please go get her and bring her in with you? And so you say, hey, you and you're with me on this. And then you'll notice that the personality will start to change and there'll be more purpose and she'll start supporting you and she'll start getting your attention and energy will shift in the house. And then she's going to start communicating to your son, and then she's going to know where she is, and healing can happen. So please just don't alienate her. Bring her inside with all of your emotions that you're having. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. It does to me. Right? You ready?
I love you too.
No. I said, are you ready? But I do love you. So this question is from Peggy Sue. My dog, Belle, crossed over due to cancer. Was that cancer meant for me?
Yes. But not anymore. And what's interesting is when our animals do this for us, it doesn't feel like a sacrifice of their own life, and it doesn't feel like they're playing like a martyr, because it's not like, oh, I see you're going through that. That's mine now. And look at me, I'm taking it on for you. They're not really asking for pampering or honoring in a different way. It is the way that animals work in communities. It's just the way they work. And you know what, people? You work the same way too. When you're with somebody a lot, you'll take on their stuff. So I mention it just as like an animal thing, an animal companion thing, but it really,
I was going to say, you might want to watch.
sorry. But it is a living thing. So when it happens, please don't feel bad that the life of the animal was cut short or anything like that. It's all serving a lesson, a purpose. It's just our existence, because you do that with others as well. I don't know if I'm making sense on that one.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that we have a shorter time today, so I want to...
We've got the same time that we've always had.
Oh, okay.
Lately. Yeah. 45 minutes.
Ding.
Can you get everyone... Yes, so whoever asks, is this a Q&A? If you want to type in your question, we will be taking some questions from the live feed.
And we'll
If
take a
you're-
picture of the banner so
Yes.
that you can see it. Is it called a banner?
I think it's a
Backdrop.
banner. Yep. Okay, so we have a question from Bethany. Can you tell me why Harpo Buddha is obsessively cleaning his throat area? And how do I keep the bed bugs out of my apartment that were in the apartment building? So obsessively licking throat area? Obsessively cleaning his throat area.
There's no pain, but the cleaning, it started from a bite, and then it just felt good, and now it's like an obsessive behavior. So you're going to have to kind of rewire him to do grooming all over and not just too much in one place, because it's going to get rid of the hair there. So it started with a bite, but you know, when kitties clean themselves, it releases endorphins and it feels really, really good. It's like what you feel like when you get a massage, but then you try to massage yourself and it doesn't feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like with a cat.
When they lick themselves, they feel like they're getting a massage.
Yes, from a different person. It just
That's
feels
amazing.
so good. So it's something that they have that they can resort to, and it's a coping mechanism. So brush, get a toothbrush, a firm toothbrush, and you can comb your cat with the toothbrush because that feels closest to what a tongue does.
Do you have any idea what the bite was from that was on the throat?
It's not a tick, and it's not a flea. It's like
Is it the bed bugs that she was talking about? That's why I'm asking, because she asked about the bed bugs and then we were talking about bites.
No, because I don't see that the bed bugs
Mm-hmm.
are in her space.
Okay. Who knows?
Oh.
Spider?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a small one, though.
Tiny spider.
Mm-hmm. Are
Nothing
they
to worry
going to
about.
fumigate? I would use aromatherapy. And what do you call it when it's in the air?
Like a distiller?
A distiller?
Or what? Like a vaporizer?
Diffuser.
Diffuser.
Gosh, thank you, Jessie. My brain.
I would get a diffuser, and I would put either thieves or on guard in it
Okay.
for the bed bugs.
Okay. To keep them out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. You ready for another question?
Ding!
Okay. So we have about 7-8 minutes.
See, I told you.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Okay. This is from Lynn. My dog Buddy has been having horrible itching, and we are trying several different things. Just want to make sure we are doing all that we can to help. He had fleas, but they're gone. A hot spot is starting. Also wondering if it's due to Harley transitioning. Any help is appreciated.
It is stress put on from Harley transitioning. So if you can bring out any of Harley's smells, that would be really, really nice. Anything that would have that scent on it to just kind of bring it out. But I would use the lavender mixed with tea tree and diluted quite a bit. And I would use that as a topical spray for the hot spots especially. And I would go totally organic with your baby because there's a lot of sensitivities there. And so I would suggest to avoid doing like shots or internal things because I see long-term harm in this case. It's not true with all the cases, but very sensitive. And guess who likes music?
Doggy.
Yep. If there's a little bit of music, sorry, I have to speak it. If there's a little bit of music that you can play in the distance, that'd be very nice. Ease and calm. And that's going to clear up. So great. It's an opportunity to be around your dog a little bit more and care provide because what's being shown right now can completely be mended and healed. Ding.
Okay. This question is from Anna Marie.
In my imagination, my bell is on my knee.
Okay. Ding ding. So Anna Marie is asking, I feel like I'm doing so much better personally. I'm trying to make the environment as comfortable as possible for Lulu. I want to understand why she has peed on our bed 3 days in a row. I know that she has had challenges in the past. How can I help her? She still doesn't like to cuddle either. She's so standoffish and trembles, but the main thing is the accidents in the house. Lulu is peeing on the bed. Anna Marie, is that Lulu with you? Behind us?
That's it's from the food creating irritation in the bladder. It's not a pissed off. The environment looks great now. Now let's focus on the food. See if you can go more organic and more what do you call it? Not raw,
Grain free.
but yes.
I know sometimes I had a dog several years ago that got a really bad kidney infection from the food that she was eating. And she was eating good food, but it just was not for her. So finding out from the vet maybe what was going on. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
That sounds very similar. It's what's going in the mouth because the environment is fixed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine if I couldn't talk and I was like, I need some help, so I'm going to pee on your bed so you know I need help.
I'm going to keep peeing on your bed until you figure it out.
It's clever.
It's clever, but boy, it's not fun for the person who has to sleep in that bed. It's not.
Ding.
Okay, so Nikki is asking, Liberty's tail keeps breaking open. How can I help her?
Oh.
That sounds very painful.
It is. It's like a chapped break. Just keeps going. There's salve. Salve. I like that word.
Salve.
Salve. That you could put on it topically. That would help keep it moist enough to where it will heal from the inside out instead of healing on the outside and not being strong enough to maintain. So you can just research wound healing salve animals and it will show up. There's all kinds of things like nose butter for dogs that have dry noses and they crack and it really hurts. Super sensitive. It's like our hands, their noses, and they have like a butter salve you can put on it.
Okay, Anne Marie says she is feeding raw and organic grain-free food right now.
Ooh.
So going back to what you said, I do remember you saying going all organic but not raw, right? That's what you said.
Not raw.
And so she's saying that right now she is feeding raw.
Can you come back to organic but not raw? Because it's a digestive thing. It's a bladder thing.
Would it be the kind of meat? You know, because I know some animals have a sensitivity to certain kind of meat. I don't know. I'm not... Jesse's like, what?
No, I don't think it's related to the meat. But you're
Okay.
right. Some of them can't have certain meats. Try the... I can't remember the name of it, but it's a mineral that helps with the bladder.
You're looking at me. A mineral?
You know a lot of it.
I do, but I don't know mineral that helps with the bladder. Magnesium? That's going to relax more.
Well, magnesium is great. But there's, if you research the minerals and vitamins that support bladder, because it's a bladder issue and it's from what goes in the mouth. It's not the stress from the outside. That's been healed.
Okay.
And come off the raw, find that, and add the supplement. And we should be looking at about 2 weeks. No more PPing.
Okay. I have one last question.
Okay.
This is from Nadine. My dog has been biting my kids. He's 15 and not adoptable. He's having his life locked in our room. I know he's not happy. What can we do?
No, he's mad.
He's pissed off.
And he's going to bite again because he knows he's locked in there because of those guys. And so wouldn't you be like, man, because of you, this is the life I have? So, taking more walks, keeping the dog, having an area where it's kid-free, and so that the dog can, not just the bedroom, but so the dog can then say, okay, at this time the kids are not here, I have the domain, and now when the kid's here, I'm now living this part. So it's going to be weird, but unfortunately your baby's not going to be with you for long. And there are a bunch of calming remedies that I would like to see along with aromatherapy for calming. And you can get online and research. There's all kinds for dogs and animals that help you stay calm. But there are pheromones and there are rubs that can be used to help calm the dog. And there's even dosages of valerian root. And I don't suggest giving him whiskey or anything, but I do suggest valerian root. I hear it kind of feels the same. Do you know?
I don't do well with valerian root, but I know that some people do.
He'll do good.
Yeah.
So, to help him with his anxiety instead of just doing the lock and leave. I know you have a lot of disapproval of the action, so I would ask you please to sit with the dog and start anew. Maybe apologize for the disapproval, but being able to express that the reactions he's giving with the biting is unacceptable. And then start viewing the situation through his needs and his eyes because he is a valid member of the family. Once you start adding in these, the quality of life changes and he starts to see that he's getting the attention he needs, and then the relationship will change. He still won't approve of the children because there is a lot of jealousy. But
He was probably there before the children.
yeah.
Right.
And but at least he'll understand that he is honored still, because that's the biggest irritation. Okay? We need to say goodbye.
Thank you so much
Isn't
for
it
joining
awesome?
us.
I love it very much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody, and bye to all the animals out there. And bye to Jessie, and bye to Colleen. Thank you. And I'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
I'll see you soon, baboon.
Come on, Jesse.
Gotta lose, mongoose.
Got a scat, kitty cat.
Bye-bye, butterfly.
Blow you a kiss, jellyfish.
Gotta go, buffalo.
Got a jog, warthog.
Bye, Maitland.
Hasta mañana, iguana.
See ya.
With Jamie.